Hey, Internet, how are you? It's Ryan with DP Marketing Services, coming at you from a hotel room. This time we're on the road. We're in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, visiting with contractors here. It's been good. I'm exhausted. It's been a long week. So, want to come at you. We've something that's kind of awkward and kind of touchy to talk about, but we find a lot of times when we talk with contractors, it doesn't matter if you're an HVAC contractor or a plumbing contractor. Heck, you could do something like, run a tree service and cut down trees. There's one thing we kind of got to get out in the open, and this is how responsive you are to leads, right? Now, here's what I mean. Here's a true story. Had a conversation with the guy the other day, and he refused to have. He's a small shop. Let's say he's got less than two vans in his shop, and he refuses to have any phone calls go to his cell phone when he's in the field. And he drives them all to a line in his house. There's an answering machine on that line, and then he'll return the phone calls either in the evening or the next day. Here's the problem with that. When your customer, like in the 80s, that would have been completely cool, right? It would have been completely fine and expected to call someone, leave a message on a machine, wait for a call back. And in 1985, 1989, like that was normal. It was routine. Since the internet has kind of exploded into everything we do, your customers want an immediate solution. So in the world of marketing, we call it immediacy. It's an immediacy need. They have an immediate problem, they want an immediate solution, and they're not going to wait for it. So rather than leave a voicemail that they're going to return your call later, they're going to go to your competitor every time. The only reason they might not do that they might choose to stick around, is if they know you, if you're a family friend, something. But if they're just a customer with water heater that's not working, or a customer whose AC isn't cooling like it should, guess what? They're gone. They're not leaving you a voicemail. By the time you return their call, they've got someone else already fixing it. So here's the problem when it comes to someone like us, right? Because what we do, obviously we do marketing for HVAC and plumbing contractors. We make the phones ring. Like, we turn on the phones start ringing. If you're a small shop and you can't handle just a couple of calls a day as it is, there is no way on earth you're going to stomach once the phone starts ringing and you have 5 calls before 10 o'clock in the morning. You don't have the systems and the processes. You're not customer focused enough to be able to handle that. And so instead of us coming alongside helping you grow your business, we actually make it harder for you. Because what happens is, you're not ready for the calls. You start getting the calls. Your customer expects immediate service. They go somewhere else, and then they come back and leave you a negative review, which makes it harder for customers to find you to begin with. If you don't take care of your customers fast, they are gone. Now, so let's talk about this. A lot of times you guys will say, well, I'm booked a week out, I'm booked 2 weeks out, I'm booked 3 weeks out, and that's great. But there's still a way to answer the phone, address the customer's problem, help do what you can to make you feel like you're solving their pain, right? So yeah, if all your guys are tied up, if it's the heat of summer and everyone's crazy busy because everyone's AC is on the fritz, it might take a week for a full system to be put back in, and that's okay. Your customers understand that. But what they don't understand is why it would take anything longer than 13 seconds for somebody to answer the phone and at least hear what's going on. So this applies to the phone call. So I'm talking about phones, but this also goes to any sort of means that people reach out to you. Phones, if you have contact forms on your website, if you have a chat tool, Facebook, if you have Facebook Messenger interactive at any point, if you use Yelp, right? Any of these things that your customer's using to find you, you have to be there. So this is just, it's kind of hard to talk about, but really the difference between a company that's going to struggle for year after year after year and a company that's going to start getting year-over-year record growth are those guys who can actually understand that the customer is important and they're king to your business. Without them, you don't pay your bills in your shop, you don't go on family vacations, you can't take care of your guys. Like, your customer is everything to your business. And the more you can orient kind of everything you do around taking care of that customer first, the better your company will be in the long run. So think about this. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. So leave a comment below, or reach out to us, dpmarketing.services. I'd love to hear what you have to think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? How have you handled the challenges of making sure you're always fielding customer calls and not leaving them hanging for hours or days or who knows how long? So leave a comment, let us know. Follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and we'll talk to you next time. See you guys.